Hey folks, back again here on Devoted Patriots 2 channel. I got a little bit of information for you before I get into what I wanted to really talk about today. First off, my job situation's changed a little bit, so my schedule is going to be changing, meaning I have more time during the day to do a little bit more research and hopefully crank out a few more videos. I was thinking, I haven't done a live video chat in a long time, to actually just get to know my listeners a little better. So I'm going to do a live starting here probably later in the week. I'm going to start doing lives a couple times during the week as long as I can. Just ask me anything type lives. We'll be covering some news topics of the day and different things as well. Just like a regular program, with the exception of you being able to talk to me in the live chat conversation. Everything going on with Trump today, and with the trial and deliberations, closing arguments have happened. Now we are waiting on jury deliberation, and it looks like at this point the jury has decided that they needed more information than the judge was originally allowing. The judge, Merchan, has suppressed tons and tons of information about the case involving certain people like Costello, Cohen, and Colangelo. There's just a lot of information, and also Mr. Pecker. There's a lot of information that the jury, I'm sure, as well as the public, are just totally confused about, because they never really give us the facts and the details, which actually prove there was a crime there. And so I'm sure at this point a lot of the jury that actually is trying to do the right thing have got this case stalled or got the jury stalled on the fact that we need more information, because right now we're confused between the judges deciding how the case was supposed to be ruled on. The fact of the matter is they didn't actually bring any evidence or at all, and tried to throw last-minute conversations as evidence in as the final arguments. The prosecution did. All this stuff, kind of screwball way of doing a trial. Never seen anything like it in my entire life. It's a sham of a trial, like Trump says. It is a witch hunt, and I've never seen so many shenanigans from one particular court, much less so many under one judge. Now, we got Steve Bannon here, speaking with my favorite attorney general in the entire country, the attorney general of Missouri and Louisiana, a couple other states. Really great attorney general, actually fighting for election integrity and things of that nature. Well, Ken Paxton is one of the many governors that has sued the crap out of the Biden administration, from everything from open borders to cleaning up the voter rolls and so many other things. And that's why he's been on the chopping block by his own Republican Party here in the state. Dave Fellon, who is Speaker of the House here in Texas, and a lot of the rhinos here in Texas that get their votes from the Democrat Party because they support the Democrats' agenda, have the same problem in Washington as we've got here in Texas in the State House. We got more rhinos than we got Republicans. But Ken Paxton, he is the real deal. He is a America First Trump supporter. He believes in election integrity. He is the very reason Texas did not turn blue when Mark Zuckerberg was spending so much money trying to change the rules and ways of the election process. I know you know what I'm talking about. He is the one that fought 18 different lawsuits and won to keep our election process from being changed. If you don't know that, that's just a fun fact to know about Ken Paxton. He is a soldier for the American people, trying to keep honesty, integrity, and justice in our minds and on the forefront of the way things are supposed to be handled. Now, he talks about several things in this 20-minute long interview with Steve Bannon, but I've got to cut down to about a 5-minute clip here. They're talking about the weaponization of government after what we're seeing right now with the Trump trial. It is fresh on everybody's mind about the two-tiered justice system and the weaponization of government, those words that we've heard so many times on the news so much lately. But let's hear what Ken Paxton has to say. He's got some solutions as to what we need to do with this crooked regime, otherwise known as the Biden administration, the executive branch, and all these three-lettered agencies that are a part of the criminality. All right, folks, here we go.
In physical jeopardy because they authorized lethal force, and they don't like us saying it, but hey, suck on it. We don't care what you like or don't like. What's to be done by law-abiding citizens, and why are more AGs not stepping up to this. They've turned into a Gestapo, an American Gestapo, and the DOJ is just as corrupt with Lisa Monaco, Matthew Colangelo, Merrick Garland, all of it. What is to be done by average citizens?
Steve, I'm telling you, they are the Gestapo. We're in Venezuela. We might as well be in China. We might as well be in Germany during the 30s and 40s. It is corrupt. It is the Gestapo. They don't follow any laws anymore, and no one can stop them. And because of what happened to me, all these other AGs are afraid to do anything anyway. So there's a lot of fear because, like, what can you do? How do you stop them? And I think that the exposure of this case where this judge is unredacting all this stuff, we've got to have more exposure. And then second, we got to have a president will come in, bring in an attorney general that will take these guys out and make sure that the corruption is eliminated and that we start over. You're right.
You hear that, folks? Solution number one is we get a good attorney general in the executive branch. He's not talking about Bill Barr. He's talking about Trump picking somebody like Kash Patel or even maybe Ted Cruz, somebody that's actually going to throw the hammer. Somebody that will throw the hammer at these crooked rhinos, these crooked politicians, anybody that is part of this takedown of our system of ruling government.
I heard you say we need to start over because right now, they were formed. The FBI was formed to go after organized crime. And the problem with that now is they are organized crime. They're paid for by taxpayer dollars. They have become organized crime.
Do you agree with me that we got at the beginning? I mean, President Trump, God bless him, he's setting out for his urban renewal of D.C. He's saying, "Hey, we're going to build a big, beautiful headquarters." I said, "Hey, how about Plan B, which we take it apart, take everybody out of the building, take it apart slab by slab because it's a monstrosity, and then do what the Romans did to Carthage, salt the earth around it so nothing else is ever built there." As an attorney general of the most powerful states in the union, do you believe we have to start at scratch, take their charter away, which, by the way, is not renewed, it hasn't been renewed in decades, but just deauthorize them, take the charter away, and if we need a federal law enforcement force to work with the states and the state AGs and the prosecutors and the local U.S. attorneys, rebuild it? Do you agree with that?
It would be better to have nothing right now. Everybody's like, well, what about crime? Well, they're not there to stop crime anymore. They're a political organization designed to persecute people like you and me. And so it would be better not to have anything than to have that. So yes, you have to take it to the ground and start over.
In a different time period, that would sound like crazy talk. We got to just disband the FBI, disband the CIA, disband these government agencies that are weaponized against the people. This almost sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but truth be known, it's not crazy talk anymore, folks. It's what we're living through. It's what is necessary. It's what needs to be done. It's what has to be done in order to get our country back on the right track.
I don't know any other way because there's so much corruption and it's been so built up by so many other people for so long. I don't know how you figure out who's doing all the bad stuff unless you just because you don't have a lot of time. You got to do it fast and you just got to start over with something else.
If it was just Paxton and Bannon and Peter Navarro and Trump, hey, we could work through that. The problem is they're on traditional Catholics. They're on people at abortion centers. They're at people standing up for their rights throughout the country, right? You see them kick down the doors and have these shootouts, right, with honest American citizens. Now, there's some beggars, but
at school boards, they go after parents.
Go ahead, school boards. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane what they're doing.
When you go around the state and talk to folks, and there's no greater group of patriots and independent-minded, self-reliance than down in the great state of Texas. When you talk to folks in Texas, what are their thoughts on the FBI?
No one that understands government, that cares about good government and government is supposed to do what they're protect the people. Trust the FBI. They've lost their credibility. They don't trust the Department of Justice. They don't have credibility, but I don't think they care. They want the power. They want the control. They want to do what they're doing. They're evil. They become evil.
To call somebody evil is not something I would normally do because it's not really my place to judge. But the actions of so many people in our country, namely the Democrat Party and some of these rhinos that are selling their soul in order, I guess, to pay their mortgage payments or pay off their gambling debts or whatever their bag is. They're literally selling our country out, and a house a house that is divided cannot stand, and that is a fact. And for those that are living in this house, known as America, that want to destroy it from the inside out, I don't have a better word than evil. So I'm going to start using that word a little more frequently. When I think of evil, usually I think of people I think of horns and really evil, demonic things to be doing. But, destroying something that was built by other people's hands just for your own little personal satisfactions, it's pretty evil. Here we go, folks.
And I think the American people have caught on, and I think this exposure is good, but it won't matter because right now no one can stop them. They do what they want. They don't follow any rules, any laws. They just run people over, and no one holds them accountable. No judges hold them accountable. They just run people over, and they scare them.
It's just like
and
the
Stasi. Then they try to put them in jail.
Yes. It's the Gestapo, it's the KGB, it's the way the state security force for in Beijing. It's the Stasi. It's the same thing happened. This is what's happened to the FBI. That's where they got to be going, root and branch. Ken Paxton, where do people get to you to follow this continual fight down in Texas to make sure we set things right, and also your focus on the on DOJ and the FBI? Where do people go?
KenPaxton.com and at KenPaxtonTX.
Attorney General Paxton, thank you very much. Fight on, sir.
I really do like Ken Paxton, folks. He is one of my favorites. He is one of our Texas politicians that I have yet to get to meet. I've met Pete Sessions and a few of them here in Texas. I would definitely like to meet Ted Cruz and Ken Paxton, at least get an interview with them someday. But I think Ken Paxton is one of the great patriots we have as a politician that's actually fighting the good fight each and every day to try to make our state and our country a better place. It's one of the reasons I brought you this video, folks. If you don't know Ken Paxton, check out his bio, check out all the things he's been jumped on by the rhinos for. He's a fighter. He loves his country. He supports Trump, and he's fighting for election integrity each and every day, not just here in Texas, but in several states. He's doing all he can, folks. Like, subscribe, and share to Vote to Patriots. Everybody have a great day. I decided I'd bring you this. And I don't even want to speculate on what's going to happen to Trump tomorrow or the next day during closing argument, final deliberation, and acquittal or guilt, or however they decide this case is going to go. I don't want to speculate on jail time or ankle monitor or anything, because at this point, nobody knows exactly what the jurors have seen and heard, because it's been without cameras in the courtroom. So we're all holding our breath. We're all waiting to see just how crooked our government justice system is really going to play out in this particular case against Trump. Either way, I think it helps Trump. Like, subscribe, and share to Vote to Patriots. Everybody have a great day. Over and out.